Hello, hello. My name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. I have been solving math problems for GMAT out of this book here, the GMAT Review, the official guide. If you do not own this book already, purchase it immediately. You will find it at mba.com. The problem that I'm about to solve is the one that you will find on page number 173, problem solving, number 158. Let's take a look at it. It says that we have a certain committee which is made up of women and men. We are told that we have W women and M men. And then we are told that if 3 women and 2 men are to be added to the committee, if we're going to add 3 women and 2 men to the committee, this is what we are starting out with. We're starting out with a W women, M men, and then we're going to add 3 more women and 2 men. Question simply is, if we were to choose one person from this, if one person is selected at random from this enlarged committee, what are the odds that the person that we're going to pick is going to be a woman? That's all they're asking. There are 2 ways I can solve this problem. One is the classical way, the traditional way, the orthodox way, the algebraic way, the academic way, the proper way, the way your math teacher will expect you to solve it. Or we can do it with the substitution of numbers, plugging in technique. I'm going to do both. Let's plug in numbers here. I'm going to plug in. Let's pretend that we have 10 women and 20 men. So how do I find the odds of picking a woman at random? The odds of picking a woman from our enlarged committee is simply the number of women over total people. How many women do we have? Well, we used to have 10. I'm plugging in 10 for W. We used to have 10. We have 3 more now. So we have 13 women out of a total of, let me write down 13 in this manner here. 10 plus 3, 10 that we started out with, 3 more that we are adding, out of a total of how many? Total is the total number of women, which is the 10 that we started out with plus 3 more, plus the men, which is 20 that we started out with, and 2 more. I'm going to rewrite this part. Here at the bottom here, because I'm not sure if you can actually read this thing all the way down there. So the odds of picking a woman is the total number of women, which is 10 plus 3, 10 that we started out with, we added 3 more, so that's the total number of women that we have now over the total number of people, which is the number of women, which is 10 plus 3, plus the number of men. We started out with 20 and we added 2 more. That's all. That's the answer choice. That's our punchline. Let's look at the answer choices. The very first thing I notice here is that on the top I have 10 plus 3. 10 represents the W, and then 3, which is basically, on the top, basically what we have is W plus 3. W is your 10. It's 10 here. Let's look at the answer choices. Any answer choice that does not meet this criterion, which is the fact that it has to have 10 plus 3 on the top, W plus 3 on the top, is not the right answer. Immediately I can cross out A and B. Now I notice that at the bottom I have to have total number of people, and the total number of people are represented by the W women that I started out with, plus the 3 more that I added, plus the number of men that we started out with, plus the 2 men that we added. That's what I need at the bottom. So at the bottom we need W plus M plus 3 plus 2, which is simply W plus M plus 5. That's all it is. So anything that does not have anything that does not have that at the bottom, I'm going to get rid of them next, which rules out C and D. The answer is E. That's all. Which makes sense because answer C says the total number of women, which is W plus 3, over the enlarged size of the committee, which is the original number of women that we started out with, plus the original number of men that we started out with, plus the 5 more people. That's it. And voila. That's all. So the answer here is E. The answer is E. That's what it was. Simple, straightforward. Nothing to it. I'm going to rewrite that thing in the black color here. I don't know if it's actually legible or not, and I will not know that until I actually see the movie myself. So I'm going to rewrite here because I don't want to have to retape it. W plus 3, which is the total number of women that we have, divided by total number of people, which is the total initial number of women that we started out with, plus the 3 more that we added, plus the initial number of men that we started out with, which is M, plus the 2 more that we added. So that's it, that's your answer. And that's answer choice E. This is E. I hope you found this helpful. So whether you do in a classical way or the plugging in way here, neither way is actually that complicated. It's your choice, whatever you feel comfortable with. And even if the problem is very, very simple as far as the algebra is concerned, if it's very simple algebra, if I start out with one method in the exam, I don't change in the middle of it. It's just whatever tickles your fancy. So if you started out with the algebra, just keep on going. It's very straightforward. Total number of women over the total number of people, which is the total number of new women plus the total number of new men. And that's all. Those are the odds of picking a women at random. If they were asking for the odds of picking a men at random, they would simply have M plus 2 on the top. Bottom will still remain the same. I hope you found it helpful. If you wish to purchase the DVDs that I have put together, which contain the solutions to all the math problems, there are 400 of them about, or if you wish to hire me for personal private tutoring, I'm located in Connecticut. In either case, go to my website at www.prep4GMAT.com. Send me an email and we'll talk. Alright? Thank you.